Oh yeah, one more to go. Alright guys, so this week, instead of doing a update video, I'm just going to be walking around doing some farm runs, some tree runs, while I talk about a bit of a topic. Today we're quickly going to be talking about my opinions on Old School RuneScape, why I still play it, do I think this game is going to be a lasting title, do I think this game is going to exist much longer? Because a lot of people nowadays seem to think that this game is way too old school. A lot of people are leaving, and a lot of people think that old school is dying. So I want to talk about it from two perspectives. One, from the perspective of me as a person while I continue to play this game much longer, and also from the perspective of the whole community and is it going to last? Because the fact is that I could quit tomorrow and the community will still keep going. So, first off, the main thing that you have to look into is that for most people who have started playing this game and continue to play this game, or even the people who have quit, the reason why they play this game is because it's a novelty. It's something that you play just to go back to your childhood. A lot of us are either in our late teens and early 20s, sometimes even older than that. And a lot of us are just going back to when we were younger, high school, middle school, etc., and we were playing this game all the time, and it was a huge fad. Because this game was a fad. There was a point in time where pretty much everyone played this game just because it was considered cool, which is weird because this game is extremely nerdy, or is considered nerdy nowadays. But there was a time where, like, everyone wanted to play this game just because they thought it was cool. Which was weird, like, you know, but it was just because the game had this sort of, I think, social aspect to it, where you could really socialize and have fun with a lot of friends at once, instead of, like, you know, other games that were around in the early 2000s, where you had to, like, well, the multiplayer aspect was cool, too, early on, because a lot of the games back then were multiplayer online, weren't that good, and most multiplayer games you had to play on LAN, you had to meet up with your friends at their house, which was cool. But a lot of people like the convenience of being able just to jump on their computer and connect with other people. You know, a lot of people play this game for that novelty aspect, and a lot of people wonder whether or not that novelty is enough to make people continue playing. Because the fact is that Jagex is trying to make money off this game. They are hoping that this game will last quite a bit of time. They are investing a lot of money into this game. Oh, look at that, 80 farming. So, you know, is it going to last? Does it have that lasting power? Now, for a long time, for me, it didn't. I always thought of this game as a temporary thing that would be fun just to keep playing. But, you know, I knew at one point or the other I'm going to get tired of this. It's the same repetitive thing. I've done this all before. You know, I've done all these quests before. I've done all this skilling before. Why would I want to continue to do this when I've done it, you know, well, to be honest, hundreds of times, because I have multiple accounts over the years. And, you know, that was kind of the thing that went through my mind, and I think a lot of people agree with that. But at the same time, recently they're adding a lot of stuff. They're adding all sorts of... They're adding a whole new continent to the game, which is crazy. They're adding a whole new area you could explore. They're adding a new skill now, which I wasn't even expecting that, to be honest. They're also adding a like a whole new array of bosses and you know, in the wilderness bosses and all that. And they're really making this game like its own thing. It's starting to just become its own game. It's not just a replica of an older game that used to exist. And for me, that has kept me playing. I'm very interested in getting my skills up and, you know, saving up money toward buying these new things or participating in these new things they're adding. So, for me, I think that you could say all you want that this game is just a novelty, but Jagex is trying really hard to prevent that stigma. The stigma that this is just a novelty. And they're doing a good job at it. Like, this is definitely becoming, like, for me at least, like a Minecraft mentality, where you have a game that is sort of, well, for one, you know, if you remember when you played Minecraft in alpha and beta, it's a game where there's constantly stuff coming out that's, you know, making the game sort of a developing process. It kind of feels like it's an alpha, like they're starting to add things and modify things to work better, which sort of is cool, but also at the same time, it's kind of like a Minecraft mentality because of the graphics, I mean, and the feel of this game. When you look at this game, you could tell it was made years ago. But at the same time, that doesn't matter. I mean, it's not about the graphics in this game. It's not about how they impress everyone and how everyone likes to max them out and benchmark with it. It's really about just the experience and the feeling you get from the game, the sense of achievement you get from the game and things like that. So, do I think this game has the lasting power to last, you know, another year? Sure. As for like 3 years down the line, is this game really going to be relevant? Who knows? I mean, it'd be very difficult for that to happen. So I'm guessing this game is going to, you know, end at some point. I mean, there's only so much they can do with this platform. But I'd like to see it last as long as possible because it is cool to be able to come back to a game you used to play. It kind of aggravates me that a lot of games nowadays you can't go back to. Like, for example, like Halo 2, I heard they're doing something where you can play it again. But I remember they shut down like the Halo 2 servers at one point. They shut down the Call of Duty 2. Well, the Call of Duty 2 servers still exist, but no one plays them. So a lot of those old games I used to play, I kind of wish I can go back and relive those experiences. But that's just something that happens where, you know, old games just start to disappear because no one can support the servers. So I hope that this game continues to live, because even when I do quit, I do plan on coming back at some point. So yeah, that's just my quick thoughts on that. You know, tell me your thoughts below. I'm sure a lot of you guys don't even play this game. Some of you guys don't even watch these videos because you don't play it at all. And I get that, but a lot of you guys I know have played it in the past. So if you did watch this video, and if you do play this game or you have in the past, tell me what your thoughts are on all of this. But that is pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this short little video. There'll be another update video next week on my progress on this game, which is actually quite immense. So hopefully next week I have a lot of cool stuff to show you on this game. But that is it, guys. I will see you guys next time, and yeah.